Hi YouTube friends, it's Heidi from Healing Harvest Homestead, and it's been a little while since I've done a YouTube video for you. And with all this COVID-19 stuff going on, it's just been a little bit hectic and crazy. And I've been stressed out. I'm sure you've been stressed out, and there seems like there's a little bit of a heaviness in the world, and I don't want to say fear, but I know people are afraid. I know this because people have told me. But I want to go ahead and talk with you a little bit. I was just finishing up my April lessons for my Confident Herbal Tribe membership, and just finished a breast massage oil. It's not what you think, by the way. It's actually for moving stuck lymph, and it's good for your lymph nodes. But anyhow, if you're interested in that, write me an email and I'll tell you about it. No, there's definitely herbs you can use for all kinds of issues that you have, or ways you want to be healthier and well. And that's what we've got going on here. So a little bit of different kinds of infused oils, and I show you how to do all kinds of things. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I want to talk about is your mindset, okay? Our mindset right now, I think, is going to be about 90% or maybe more of our success in getting through this thing, however that turns out for you. I know we're all at different levels of preparedness, and different levels of food storage, and different levels of gardening. And something like this comes along, and we're here on a semi-lockdown, and as you probably are too, and it really makes your deficiencies apparent. So, and it's a blessing, right? So that's a good thing. Like, if you're not truly squared away, well, now you have a really good place to start, because you know where you're doing well, and you know where you need to improve. And we're just now getting our garden going, and we're actually rethinking our whole garden plan right now, using Melissa K. Norris's family garden planning book. It's really good, and I'll put a link below, but it's really helping us get this garden shaped up well for us this year, because we're kind of haphazard with our garden. So what I wanted to make is 4 points. I'm not going to make this super long, but the first thing is, one thing you can do to just help your mindset is focus on what you can do to improve yourself and what you have control over right now, okay? So if you know that your food storage is a little bit deficient, you can do something about that. If you know that you would like to start a garden and you've just been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off over the years, perhaps now's the time to go ahead and start that little victory garden out in the yard, right? Or container garden, or garden in your windowsill, or do whatever it is you can do, all right? So figure out what areas you need to improve in, and then work on those. And that's just a great place to start. Perhaps it's your wellness. It's funny, I've been seeing these videos go around. I've had so many people send this video to me. Don't take Advil. Don't take ibuprofen. And it's not that I'm laughing at it. I'm not laughing at that video whatsoever. But I have to say, we have not had any over-the-counter drugs in our home in close to 10 years now. And honestly, I'm like, what is that? I had forgotten. We have our own herbal pain relievers, and we have our own things to deal with fevers, and our own pain relievers, and like I said, how to move congested lymph in your body. I mean, we know how to do all this, and what a blessing that is. But it didn't come overnight, and I didn't grow up learning this. Like, it was a process that I was passionate about, and I wanted to take care of our natural health. And I did this many years ago after some crises that I had after decades of living in a rather unhealthy way. Unbeknownst to me, I thought I was doing really well, but I wasn't. And then I learned about herbs. And so this crisis that we're all in right now is a way perhaps that you can identify those areas where you want to improve and do a little bit better. So that's a good thing, you guys, right? The second thing I want to say is don't be afraid. I know that's hard to say. And when you're fearful, you're going to be worried. But when you're fearful, you're also not allowing yourself to trust God. You're not allowing yourself to have faith. And you know what? Fear and worry is all about pain. If you really think about it, it's all about fear of being in pain, not wanting to deal with pain of some kind, fear of pain for others. It always has to do with that. And I think if we just keep in the forefront of our mind that it's going to be okay. You know, the pain will go away eventually. It will be fine. It may not look the same way it looks now or as it looked 3 weeks ago, but our lives are going to be okay. And if you have that faith to hang on to, it's a really good place to turn right now. That God says in the Bible, I've heard over 365 times, do not worry, do not be afraid. And so Google those verses if you need to. That's what I do. I have them written out there on my desk, and that really helps me when I get scared. I just kind of look at those and it helps me not to worry. The second thing is this is kind of related, but you guys, change is good. So be optimistic about that. You know, none of us like change. I don't like change. I'm really terrible with change. I'll just be honest with you. I don't like to move. I don't like changing jobs. I don't like, you know, any kind of change is disruptive. When I went through empty nest syndrome when my children went off to college many years ago, oh my goodness, that was hard. It was just, you know, it's hard. Change is hard. But on the other hand, change is also good, because with change comes opportunities to recreate certain areas of your life, to rethink how things are, to rethink the status quo. So, you know, we don't know anything about what's going to come down the pike with this whole crisis we're dealing with. But we do know that we can go ahead and manage our thinking and turn our thoughts to the good things, right? Philippians 4:8, one of my favorite verses. Take a look at that one, okay? It's really good. But turn your mind toward positive things. And I really believe that one of the ways you can manage your mind best is by taking action. And that's related to the first thing I said, where, you know, focus on what you can do to improve and then try to start doing those things. The fourth thing I want to talk about, and this was sort of related to, you know, what I've already said, improve yourself and everything, but learning how to use herbs in your daily life for your health and essential oils. And I'm a certified aromatherapist as well as an herbalist. I'm not just somebody who's, you know, done a little bit of study and just talks about it randomly. I've been heavily studying these things for years, but I can tell you that it is so empowering when you know what you can do for your health and wellness. Everybody out there right now is talking about, do this, take that, this antiviral is going to hurt you, this one's not. And you guys, when you have experiences with the plants yourself, you don't have to be thinking that way, because you'll know. And you'll also have a group of, usually herbalists kind of tend to communicate together. You'll have a group of people you can turn to ask questions of and get answers, right? So my suggestion is do the things you can do. But if you have any desire at all to learn about using herbs for your health, I suggest taking a look at some good herbal courses. I'm not talking about lightweight ones or, you know, I'm talking about ones that are going to teach you how to learn to use plants to make your own home medicine for a variety of different reasons, not just for little remedies, but for you know, different kinds of things, like what happens if you have a headache of a certain kind or a backache, or what happens if you get sick and you're dealing with, you know, like I just said, congestion. There's a lot of different things, but learning about herbalism is really one way you can empower yourself, and you don't need a big homestead to do it. You don't need tons of land. You can do this right in your own kitchen, and it's fun. So I'm going to invite you to check out my Confident Herbal Tribe. It's a membership for a really low monthly price. Right now there are 14, almost 15. I'll have 15 courses in there as of April 1st. Courses on using specific herbs for your health with tons and tons of different recipes and remedies, hundreds of them actually. There are ebooks, there are videos, you learn about herbal formulary, and the best thing of all, well, it depends on how you learn best, but what I love about this membership group is the tribe, and that is the community student group that we have, because we meet up once a week and there's a live question and answer session. So the students in my membership group get to learn all kinds of things together on a weekly basis that are relevant to them, and not just what I'm putting out in the course. So it's really good. I hope you guys will check it out. I'll put a link below. And seriously, please try not to stress and worry. Please watch only a little bit of the news and then let the rest go. It's so hard for your mind and your stress levels, to do this. Oh, one more thing I thought that was really good is that we are spending more time with our families, right? Most of us, if we have children who are home from school, that's a good thing. What a blessing that is to be able to have that extra time with your family members. And I can tell you, like one of my granddaughters who lives in North Carolina, she actually started writing me letters because she's home, and I am so thrilled. So you guys, there are good things that are coming out of this. Let's look at those, and let's try not to be afraid, and take some control over what you can and can't do, and perhaps learn some new skills. If you're interested in herbalism, or even making soap, please check out my links below, and I hope to see you in the group. If not, I'll see you here, and please subscribe. All right.